Good morning, folks. Looking a little rough. I came here with Jack in front of the house to show him more or less where I want it. And I think it will look nice for us to make a little stone path, a little stone paved area in front of the house. It won't be done now, I don't think so, but we're already going to mark it to know how many meters it will be, about how much we're going to spend, things like that. So let's go, I'll show you the stones here. Look guys, the idea is to make, you see here this pile of stones is to make the stone pavement from here at the beginning all the way to the garage. And that's a dream we have. Oh my God, it's been in my mind forever to be able to do that at the other house too. At our other place, I imagine a path right here, you see. This whole route going all the way around inside, but it's really expensive, guys. To do this here is really expensive. So we're going to start with this part here, right, which is less expensive. And there's no use, it has to be with someone who knows what they're doing, right? So it has to be, because it needs to be well done, to look nice and be sturdy too. And it's cheaper to do it with concrete, but it's no use. Stone looks much more charming and it's also more durable, so if it ends up breaking, let's say, oh, a truck or a piece of heavy equipment passed over it and it broke, it's just a stone, it won't look bad. But if it's concrete and it ends up being weak and breaks, it already looks bad. Look, Jack is coming over there. He's going to put some stakes in the ground to mark it. But I hope we can get this done soon. It will look beautiful. Look at all those rocks. And these stones were already paving stones from somewhere else. So they were already part of some street, I don't know. Which city do you think these stones came from, honey? They were removed and then we ended up buying them to put here. It's going to look good. It's going to look really good.
I'm making this video to share some useful public information. A few years ago, I had a herniated disc, and that herniated disc was making it impossible for me to do things here on the farm. I was dragging one of my legs, my sciatic nerve would act up, and I kept thinking, what's happening to me? That was in 2021. I went to the orthopedist, and when I got there, he confirmed that it was a herniated disc. And he told me that I would have to have surgery to remove that bulging part of the disc. He said there was a 99% chance I would need surgery and all that, and that it couldn't go back into place because the extruded disc herniation was very large, something like that, as they say. And I asked, but isn't there any way for it to go back in place? Then he said, look, it's very rare, I've never seen it. So I started taking some supplements that I'm going to share with you here, not just for advertising, but really to help. It helped me, and I'm sure it will help many people who suffer from back problems and similar issues. I started taking omega-3 regularly from this brand here, Doctors First. I also started taking Osteo 2 Complex, which is all about joint health, and also Gold Star Magnesium. So basically these three here are what I took every day. I started a treatment with these supplements, which are not medicine, they're supplements to make up for things that were missing in my body. And just before having the surgery, I went to get a new MRI because I wasn't feeling any more pain. And the doctor said, let's do a new MRI to see how things are, to see how we're going to have to operate, or if we won't have to. Look at what appeared in the image. Let me find the old image so you can see how it looked before and after I took the supplements. Notice that the hernia that was out there, the disc, went back into place. That's right, my friend. There's no other explanation except supplements. The only change I made was taking supplements, which I hadn't before. Today, I'm at the farm, climbing roofs, working with a brush cutter, and going up and down hills. And I'm absolutely sure that these little guys here helped a lot. If not 100%, then 99% in the recovery of my spine. That's why I'm sharing this. Because I know there are people who watch who have these problems. And sometimes they take medicine. I never took medicine. It's just supplements. And today, thank God, I'm well, walking here and there, everywhere. If you want to get these supplements here, they're in the video description. The Doctor's First website, type the word discount, and you'll get a little discount on top of the price, which is already good. Very affordable for everything it offers. So, my friend, if you're in a similar situation or are afraid of ending up like that and so on, take these supplements. Even now that my hernia is back in place, the disc is back in place, I keep taking them to prevent it. A friend's tip, a friend's advice. I'm going to include this clip in some videos on the channel to help people who are having similar problems.
Guys, Jack was just telling me that maybe you might find it a little boring, repetitive, right? We're including this clip where he talks about the supplements and their benefits, right? From Doctors First. But I even told him that it's important because many people suffer from herniated discs, muscle pain. And who better than Jack, right? To explain that by using the supplements the right way, you can get the benefits. That's right.
Yeah, because those who aren't interested in the product and don't have this problem just skip it. But a lot of people have back problems and so on. We see people suffering out there. So I think it's cool to share something that worked for us and can work for others too, right? Because the channel also serves a social purpose here. So we put it out there. We're sure it's going to help a lot of people too. That's why we're putting this take in several videos on the channel.
And so, there's even some news. I want to make a video specifically about it. I didn't even explain much to Jack, but I kept bothering the people at Doctors First so they would create a combo. Because every time I talk about Jack's herniated disc problem, right? That he was cured. Guys, I can say it here, because he really was cured.
Guys, he was cured, he was dragging his leg.
Guys, the doctor said he would need surgery. There was no way he could get better, and I insisted. Jack took the supplements consistently and got better. Nowadays, you see him working. The same thing happened with my dad. My dad had an accident anyway, and I started giving him the supplements. Guys, my dad is a different person nowadays. Those of you who follow the channel, you remember my dad bedridden and unwell, right? He didn't really want to live anymore. And I kept bothering Doctors First, and they created combos. So for those who want to treat a herniated disc, there will be a combo for that. Of course, they can't put herniated disc on the website because Anvisa forbids it. But there will be a combo with my name on it for you so you can understand. Which is, the treatment was done for Jack's herniated disc and also the treatment with the supplements. I used it to help my dad with his bone recovery anyway.
As for Jose, I think it's interesting for us to show the before and after video of Mr. Jose. Let's put it here since we're talking about the subject.
Years of suffering with screws in his spine.
It's thanks to the supplement. No one ever said that when they put this in, it would be removed. So it helped with the vertebrae, and today I'm calm. The doctor said it needs to be removed because the bones have regenerated and everything is perfectly fine. Yeah, back then it wasn't easy to live, not at all. Can you imagine 2 years of moaning, crying, and screaming? Thank God today I'm better because of the supplement I took.
Share this video. You might be helping someone find the solution to their problem. Click the link in the bio and use the coupon code JOSE to get discounts. And also, guys, another day I'll make a specific video talking about the combos and everything. About the benefits of getting the right combo, which will also be cheaper.
Now I'll work a bit more over there and show you the finished lean-to by the little ranch. That's it. Here's an overview of updates on the lean-to by the little ranch. Now we're doing the electrical work over there. But this wall was built here, all with old boards that were here. That pile of boards that was here, I'll even show a shot of the stack of boards and wood that we had. Here's some context. It's clean now, but see how it looked before. It made a big difference. We used everything here. The concrete mixer is stored to keep the motor dry. Here we used leftover paint from the little ranch itself, the same color. Used oil was applied to this gate here. This is still here. It's oil I drained from the car a few days ago. Used oil with black dye, those little bottles of black dye. I put a few drops in there and the oil turned really black. It's really worth it to preserve the wood more using the used oil from the car. If it's very old oil from a car overdue for an oil change, that's even better. If the oil isn't that old, just add pigment. It's about 6 or 7 rays at the market. A small bottle of that pigment darkens the oil and looks great. A nice look. Besides preserving the wood. But right here on the wall, I actually used paint just to keep it consistent with the rest of the little ranch. Here too, it was made with leftover wood. This piece. Here too, notice that it even got a bit of sun. Even the house's fascia board. A slat was used to hold it, but that's the same fascia board that was there. The same one that's here in the front, that used to be here on this eave. And it was moved over here. We're basically electricians at the ranch now, it's been tough. We installed an outlet here with a switch, switched wire, hot, second hot ground. Going over the top there. I'm going to place a power hook up there. Here are the wires that come from inside the little shed. So let's go, titled like this. What matters is being willing. In a little while it'll all be tucked away nicely and nothing will be left sticking out. All that wood, most of it is here. Some things we got rid of because they were rotten and all, but most of it is here. The roofing sheets that you could see in the previous shot, which were taking up a lot of space on the floor, they barely show up now. They're there, hidden in the corner of the wall behind the scrap wood. We optimized the space 100%. Look at this boy's happiness. Good morning, how are you? Daddy Zay is here, Daddy Zay who was working outside. Do you love Daddy Zay? Yes, Daddy Zay loves baby Miguel very much. That's right, Dika. Did you get it? Has the paint arrived? Do you want to paint the house? That's right. Oh, it dried. He was helping me paint here. He's eager to paint more.
And I just left the gym and came here, to play and give my little one some attention, right? Because while I'm at the gym, he's here alone watching something with Jack working, but now Mommy is going to play, right? And we're going to play this memory game. Look how cool, guys. This one here. Look how cool. Show it to everyone. Show them. So, it's wooden, very old, and these games are wonderful, aren't they? So he's not just playing with screens, and we don't let him use the cell phone at home anymore, but he does watch TV, right? So even though I tried to put on educational videos and all, it's still better to play like this, right? Look who showed up, look who showed up, look who showed up. He was downstairs. Yes, let me see. It's the S like in sun that we need to put here on the side. Just like this little letter here. Look, let's look for it. Another thing he likes to play with is these little pieces here. Look, he loves building little houses. The S for sun. Where's the S for sun?
S.
S. Where's the S? Where's the S? You're almost there. Where's S? It's pretty easy. I can already see the S. Where's the S, Miguel? It's right in front of you, I think. Where's the S? It's not for you, no. The S is over there. Where's the S? You're almost there. Do you want to look here and see what the S looks like so you can remember? Look, the S is like this. S for sun. And the S looks like this, see? Look for the S. You found it. Sure. Very good. Congratulations. Now put it right here on the side. So we can make the S. See? It's the S. Look. See? Congratulations. Wow, shall we see the next little letter? Yes. And you? And you, miss? And you, miss, right, baby? Grandma's little bird. Right, Bobby? Guys, did you notice that at the beginning of the video, I already started talking about a future little project here at the ranch, which is the stone path? So, there's already a set date to start doing that, and I believe that in the next videos you'll already start following along. So stay tuned, we'll show you how it's going to turn out. The prices too. Anyway, everything. So, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, you already know. Leave a like, subscribe here. If you haven't subscribed, share the video. Much love to all of you. Stay with God. See you in the next video. Bye.